Hello, my name is Kirioth, and today we're just going to randomly take a little look at these guys. So, I'm not entirely sure what these are, I'll be honest. I built them on a whim. I built this guy first. Someone pointed out that it could well be a proxy for a tree lord of some kind in Age of Sigmar, so it might end up being that. Going to be run as a contemptor tomorrow, but I put them on the community tab of the channel, and a few people were sort of like, what the hell is that? How did you make it? What were the parts? So I thought, might as well go through what went into this weird, lanky, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Not finished painted, nowhere near finished painted. I just wanted to get 3 colours on it, so that it was at least, like, looked fairly okay, passable on the tabletop for the weekend, but yeah, so this was the result of having an Ambot lying around and some random parts from some Caradron Profiteers. Is it Grunstock Profiteers? I can't remember. I think they're I've forgotten the name of it. Underworlds. The Underworlds lot, I think. I bought them just for the hell of it. Haven't used any as dwarves, just used them for parts on various things, as you do, including this. So, This is an Ambot with just random bits attached to it and massively lanky legs. So, at some point, I had sort of half-built one of them, and I thought, I'll come up with a use for it eventually, and decided that the use would be some sort of, like, steampunky kind of-ish mech, a little bit. We have the body of the Ambot there, as you can see, and one of the claws, the right claw. I just had to take a moment to remember right from left, which, that's pretty standard. I couldn't find the left claw, so the arm holding the shield is actually parts of the, like, neck of an Ambot that have been messed about with to form an arm to hold a Adeptus Custodes shield, because I had one, and I liked the look of it. And there's also one of the Adeptus Custodes Guardian Spears as well. Again, I just thought it looked cool. Had a Grey Knight helmet lying around, so that's what's gone onto there. On the back here, the warp stone is from a Skaven warp lightning cannon, so that's what's gone onto the back there, is like a power source, I guess. I mean, if I had the other camera running, you'd be able to see me shrugging. I don't know. And that is from I think it is, like, what's his name's Profiteers. That's part of his big backpack thingy that makes him fly. So, I mean, I just thought that looked cool on the top of it. Now, to get the legs to be all lanky, the Ambot kit comes with 4 sets of legs for 2 Ambots, so I just put the legs on top of each other. That's literally it. I chopped down the kind of the joint that connects it to the hips, like flattened it out and put it just on the bottom of the other legs. It looks. I need to stick something in there, really. I hadn't really noticed just how far it overhung until it was way too late. I can fix that, it's fine. It looks a little bit more convincing on the other guy who... So I built this one first, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but I quite like it. That's kind of cool in a weird, lanky, whatever this is sort of way. So, of course, I had actually a built Ambot that I just, like, adapted in the form of this guy. So I built another one. He already had his feet. He already had the claws on that set of feet. So I just snipped them off. They're a bit rough. They could do with being, again, covered with something, but I'll do that at a later date. And so, again, I just snipped the hip joints off the other legs and put them on the bottom of the existing legs to cover the joint on the front. You probably noticed they've both got, like, knee pads. So that one's got... shoulder pads from the Custodes Terminators, the Alaris Terminators, covering the joint at the front, and this one has got just the shoulder pads from the Adeptus Custodes Guardian Squad, covering the knee joint. This one also has a couple of Custodes Guard swords. Again, I just thought it would be fun if he had some swords, and everyone knows that holding your sword backwards is more cool than holding it the right way around, so obviously that's what I did. Pretty much a similar situation as this one. So body is entirely Ambot. The arms, as you can see, are just normal Ambot arms. He's got a wheel and a little crystal, but apart from that, it's just a normal Ambot arm. A Mark III helmet in this one instead of a Grey Knight's helmet, just because I wanted like a bit of just a bit of distinction between them in that respect. I didn't have another one of these parts lying around, but I did have part of the Skaven Storm Fiends set. Storm Fiends? I think it's the Storm Fiends. The big bulky dudes with like the Gatling cannon arms. Those ones. I think that's that kit. I had some stuff from them left over in the form of whatever this is. I can't remember exactly what this is. I think this is a gun off one of them, which I've taken apart and cut down, and that's kind of formed like a weird chimney exhaust thing. So where he's got the dwarf bit sticking out the front, this one's got like a weird chimney exhaust, because why not? And I mounted the warpstone chunk again from a different warp lightning cannon onto the back of him, just in a different way. I wanted them to be visually similar but distinct, even though I don't really know what they are. So yeah, I stuck that on there. He's got a little pressure valve as well from something. I think that might be the same kit, actually. It might be the warp lightning cannon, or it could be the Storm Fiends. I don't know. I've got a fair bit of Skaven stuff knocking around because they've got like that weird steampunky tech stuff going on, which I really like. So yeah. For the claws, I just took the the hands off the fingers off a Redemptor hand, because I've got a couple of Redemptors that don't have the normal Redemptor hand. They've got either another gun, or they've got no arm, or they've got like an Imperial Knight fist. So I've got a couple of the little fingers left. The execution on these wasn't great, which I didn't realise until after I'd already got the swords in there. I've done better ones since, but yeah, that's how he's got three digits on his claw instead of just having the two thing. Which again, you know, I at some point I'll probably go back and polish it up a little bit. But given that these were just random Kitbashes that I did for the hell of it, I'm not massively fussed. Although I do like the way they've come out, even if I don't know what they are. So as you can see, I've got a bit of colour on them, but I've not really done much with them. I just wanted to get them to a point where they'd look okay on the tabletop. I'm hoping to field them tomorrow at Warhammer World, because with these two counting as Contemptors, which I might sound ludicrous, but let me grab another Contemptor. Oh, there we go. Here's one. Now, ignoring all the stuff that's on him, again, he has just been got to a very quick. This is probably, you know, it's got 3 colours. What more do you want? Sort of approach. They're roughly like the profile is not that far off a Contemptor. Obviously, they're a lot more lanky, and the legs aren't as like the body isn't as bulky, but they're the right height and they're on the right size base. So with these two guys running with the rest of the Dread mob, there's 4,120 points of Dreadnaughts. And I was like, well, that's hilarious. I've got to do that. So that's why I decided to paint these up really quick, to like 3 colours, just so that they can run alongside. They're not going to be part of the Dread mob permanently. I just thought it'd be funny if I ran them at the same time, because that makes that list have 7 Redemptors and 5 Relic Contemptors and 1 Mortis Contemptor, which is like, why? Why would you even do that? It's stupid, but that's the whole point. So yeah. That's basically what these are. There's just little bits here and there. So, you know, I've got random bits of like Custodes stuff, like the shield and the Guardian Spear and the shoulder pads as well, and shoulder pads on there, the swords. The rest of it is Skaven stuff, and the actual like main bulk of these things is just the Ambot kit. Like, you can make them super lanky just by chopping bits off the legs, and putting them underneath the other legs that you get in that kit anyway. So yeah, I'm not really sure why I made them. Not really sure what the point was. Not really sure why I decided to do it. I just had parts lying around. I was building stuff randomly. And these guys arrived. So, you know, it happens. sometimes you just end up building weird, random, lanky sort of dreadnoughts that aren't properly dreadnoughts but kind of look like they might be. Bit odd, but there you go. And a few people were asking about it because I put them on the community tab, as I said, so I thought, why not just do a very quick rundown of the parts on them. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, there's Centurion bits on here. These cables. Those are from the Centurion kit, the Space Marine Centurion kit. So yeah, there's they're the most inefficient and like ridiculous things. There's bits from like 6 different kits on here or something. Yeah, this one's like 6 different kits just for that. And I don't even know what it is. Wow. Okay. So yeah, there you go. Those are the weird lanky knight things. If you want to make them, now you know what parts are used. Don't know why you would. Don't know what they're even supposed to be. But there you go. They exist, and that's fine. Thank you very much for watching. Best guesses as to what they could count as other than Contemptors or Tree Lords, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to click all the other stuff, Patreon, video, subscribe, all that stuff. Click it if you like. Don't click if you don't want to, obviously. And there's the affiliate link for Element Games in the description, where you can buy stuff. And if you buy stuff, I get something for saying that way. You know how it works. You can do that if you like. I leave it in your capable hands. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.